Okay. So, as far as what you desire right now, we have the Queen of Cups, which is represented by the Mother card, and very beautiful energy, Leo. Very loving energy here. Okay, so the Mother, what you could be desiring, this could obviously be more than one thing. You might be wanting a child. I mean, that's kind of the straightforward, most obvious meaning here. You want children, or you want to be a mother. Or the other thing, that if you're single and that's not really on your horizons, maybe you are looking for love, which would make sense. And this could be from a feminine energy, or it doesn't have to be from a female, but it could be a very nurturing energy. So if you are just desiring romance in your life, from your current partner or a potential partner, this is an energy that's very tender and loving and gentle and responsive. So it's not just a purely sexual love or aggressive or or even just a platonic love. This is a deeper love that you're looking for, and you might be desiring a family. So there's definitely, for the month of April, I don't know, maybe spring has sprung, but it's definitely a love energy that you are wanting and desiring in your life right now. And it's represented by the feminine and a nurturing, protective, and obviously this is a general reading for Leo, so it's going to apply differently for different people. It can definitely be at face value where you want children, or it can be more of the type of love that you're seeking. Someone that is going to be very protective and loving and caring and attentive to you, and just to make you feel special. I mean, ideally, our mothers make us feel like the most special people in the world. So that is what the Leo at this time, for the month of April at least, is desiring. So very beautiful card. Okay. All right, your values and what you are identifying as right now. So, wow, another beautiful card, Leo. I'm very impressed. This is the High Priestess. So I feel like you are on a spiritual path right now. I feel like you're kind of in a deep place, and everybody else is kind of just doing the everyday, daily grind, and you are in tune. Your intuition is spot on right now. You're making connections. You're seeing past illusions. And I also see that you are desiring deeper things in life. You're desiring the deeper things of life, the mysteries of life. And this is a feminine energy, obviously. She's mysterious. So I feel that you also value people that kind of have that balance, that aren't just all work, work, work. The people that know how to balance their energy so that they can also express their spiritual side, their intuitive side, their emotional side, their practical side. That's what you value. You value people or, things that help assist you in doing that. And you're actually practicing that yourself right now. And so I see that you're kind of looking deeper into things, and you're looking at more complex issues maybe than you have before. Maybe you're seeing past some illusions, or you want to. And people that can do that, you respect and you value that. So it's kind of a magical time for you. And I feel that you're being taken to a deeper place because you do have a strong intuition, and you have a strong love of children and people, and you have a huge heart, obviously, ruled by the heart. And so when you can marry those things with the spirit in your spiritual realm, you can create all kinds of things. So who you truly are, what you value, and what you're kind of resonating with right now is the High Priestess. And also, I love this card because that purple, that deep purple, in the chakras, that is the brow. And, it's kind of connecting you from the earth to the spiritual realm. And so you have a gift. You definitely have a spiritual gift that needs to be nurtured. So very beautiful, Leo. Very beautiful. Okay. Alrighty. So what could be holding you up in the month of April? Okay, we are getting the Page of Swords here. And this is the Watchman. Okay, hopefully you can see this. I mean, just this card alone, this guy is looking to catch this guy. Oh, boy. Okay, all right, Leo. So what this tells me is that you need to be on the lookout for somebody that... This guy is a smooth rider. I don't know, guy or girl. It could be feminine as well. This person is like slick. They get your attention. I mean, like it's like a cowboy, you know, and or someone that just knows their stuff. But there's something sneaky about this person. There's something not right. This person, they don't really tell you where they stand. They just observe. They watch. They watch you. They watch their surroundings. You really don't know. They kind of keep their emotions under bay, and I think that maybe that's what attracts you to them, is they're so mysterious. And actually that makes sense because you're drawn to mystery right now. The High Priestess, she's drawn to mysteries and deeper complexities, and this individual might really pique your interest, and they're drawing you in, but know that that's what this person or this energy does. That's what they do. They're masters at this. This isn't a good energy, to be honest with you. It's not what it appears to be. I don't know, their charm or their cunning or their skills, but they have ulterior motives. Their motives are not as pure as yours, okay? So your energy here is so loving and so pure. And the thing to kind of be on the lookout for is something that doesn't have the heart that you have. But it may be attractive and it may be pretty, but it's something to be aware of. It's not that you can't communicate, but if you feel like you're getting sucked into the situation, I mean, this person's almost like a stalker, like a hunter. This is their prey. They look for people that they can just kind of capture. So please be aware of that energy. This may not be a person. It could be an event. It could be something that's just shady that, looks really good on the surface, but it's just something, and that's where I think you need to trust your intuition, because your intuition knows. And a lot of times we don't want to trust this because we're like, no, because it's so pretty. But please, spare yourself the trouble, because this is just going to distract you from your purpose. This is just going to distract you from what you really want, which is love and nurturing and fulfillment in your heart. So be aware that something, and this is an air sign, so it could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius energy, but it may not. It could be something that just represents that feel. So someone that's detached emotionally. This person is detached emotionally. They're quick, they're witty. They keep their cards close to their chest, so you really don't know what's going on. They're watching you more than you know. They're observing you, but they have ulterior motives, and it's really a game for them. So I just want you to be aware of that. Okay, so with that being said, the path that you are meant to take is the Temperance card here. Beautiful energy, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And what this says to me is that, Leo, you don't really have a problem with taking action. You're really good at that, in fact. You're kind of a mover and shaker personality. I don't have to tell you to go do something because you've already done it. You've already been there, done that. You're ready to go. Okay, so what this is telling me is that a time to be calm, a time to be still, a time to balance your energies. Okay, Leo is a very passionate, intense emotions, enjoys drama. And so what this is asking you to do is, in order for you to accomplish your goals and dreams, you really need to balance your energies. This is also a sign of healing. So if anything is, if your heart has been hurt, if your emotions have been hurt, if your dreams have been dashed, now is the time to just step under this healing water of God's light and love, and just let it soak over you. Let it wash away the disappointments, the hurts, whatever has just gotten, just kind of darkened your spirit. It's time to wash that away. It's time to let it go, okay? And I know sometimes that we avoid wanting to do this, like we want to just keep moving and just staying active so that we don't have to think about it. But I promise you, you're going to feel so much better after you do this. You're going to feel refreshed. You're going to feel clean and crisp and new, and you're going to have clarity. You're going to know what actions to take. So ironically, the actions that you're supposed to take is to calm down or to, take time out and reflect, to balance your energies and to heal. That's what the universe is asking you to do. And I feel that if you do that, you're going to see these situations clearly. You're going to know your spirit and your emotions are going to be totally in line, and you're going to see when this, person that's kind of shady, or the situation that just doesn't have your best interest, you're going to be on high alert. You're going to know. Your gut's going to know, and you're going to be like, I'm not going there again. Been there, done that. I don't need that pain anymore. Okay. Otherwise, if you just keep going and just ignore these things, you might be more susceptible to the situation. So, we all have choices to make, and everybody's journey is unique. And sometimes we have to go through things 1,000 times before we get it. And so there's no judgment. I am just letting you be aware of what the energies are, so that you have some ability to kind of adapt and react accordingly. Excuse me, I had to get a drink of water. Okay, so now we are going to go on to the right attitude. Okay, and the right attitude for you, Leo, after you've balanced yourself out, is the Page of Pentacles. And as you can see, this is a very cerebral, brainy kind of guy or gal. And what this lets me know is that the right attitude for you right now is rationality and study. This is a very studious energy. This person is very methodical, detail-oriented. They fact check. They check their details. They're thorough. They know their stuff. So the attitude that you want to adapt is really one of a student, to be learning about your situation, learning, taking all these things into account and thinking them through, really putting and piecing together based on your rational mind. So this would be balancing your emotions. If your emotions have been experiencing intense feelings and highs and lows, this is really going to help level out those emotions, and it's going to help you to create a plan of action so that you know what to do next. Okay, so if you do these two things here, if you are in tune with these three energies, if you calm yourself and heal yourself, whatever has been bothering you, and you tap into your intuitive side, your emotional intuitive side, and you also just think things very clear and rationally, this energy has no match for you. You are going to outsmart this guy, because this guy's really smart. He's like, sociopath smart. Just someone that, we really can't compete with because they don't have a conscience. But I'm not saying that there's a sociopath. I'm just trying to give an analogy. But my point is that you're going to be so in line and in tune with these three energies that you're not going to fall for something that is not in your highest interest, which your true interest as a Leo is true love. Love and nurturing and protection and dignity and pride and respect. Okay, so that's what we want for you. Now, if you do those things, those three things that we talked about, the universe, what it lets you know here is you have the Knight of Cups, which is a beautiful card. The Knight of Cups. And this, as you can tell, this is actually an idealistic card. This is saying, like, dreams can come true. And this could be love, this could be friendship, this could be a business deal, but it's basically saying that you're going to get what you have hoped for. The ideal thing that you have envisioned is within your grasp, within your reach. This is an emotional card too, so this means that you're going to get that emotional fulfillment. And when it's a knight, it's like your knight in shining armor. So it's like it's going to come true. Your desires, your true desires emotionally are going to come true. And Leos do dream big. They dream big and they're romantic. And, so often we're taught that you can't have what you want. It's like you're just believing in a fairy tale. Well, this is letting you know that when you align your energies and you say no to the things that aren't good for you, you're going to get what you truly want. It's going to happen, and you're going to be so emotionally fulfilled.